Hey guys, Savannah here, back behind the greenhouse at Tallahassee Nurseries, and I wanted to talk to you today about propagation. Propagation that I like to do is cuttings. There's lots of ways to propagate, but cuttings is one that's really easy. I like to do it in water because you can actually see the roots forming and you kind of know if it's going well or not. These are some cuttings that I have going right now. I have some Sansevieria, and this is one you can just cut right off and stick in water or soil and it'll root. So I've got some of these going right now. I don't know if you can see those roots. I'm really excited about this one because this is one that is kind of hard to find. And then these are some that I've rooted. I started them in water and I ended up transplanting them to soil. So these are fully rooted, and these are actually ones that I'll probably end up selling or giving away to people. And so today I wanted to show you how I do it, how I take cuttings. I've got a Swiss cheese vine right here, and I'm going to take a cutting. It's important where you cut. You always want to cut below a node, because the node is where you're going to get your roots to form. So I'm going to cut a nice big piece like that. And so I've cut below the node, and I have actually a nice aerial root here. So I probably could just put that into soil and it would continue to root, but I'm still going to put it in water just so I can watch the progress. And so what you want to do is you want to remove lower leaves, because if the lower leaves are in the water or the soil, they're just going to rot and they're going to probably end up causing issues. But you want to leave some at the top for the plant to continue to photosynthesize. You don't want to leave too many leaves up at the top though, because you want the plant to focus on producing roots and not on feeding these leaves. But something like this will probably work fine. Rooting hormone is also something that's really helpful. I've done cuttings in water with and without rooting hormone, and I've seen a big difference. The rooting hormone really helps. So I'm going to just sprinkle, or rather I'm going to rub the rooting hormone on the node in the cut area where I want roots to hopefully form. Water. And hopefully in a couple weeks I'll have roots forming on that Swiss cheese, and then a little later on I can move it to soil and it'll be a whole new plant. This is a really good way to share your plants with friends and family. So if you have a really big plant that needs to be cut back, you might as well just root it, and then you can share it with your friends and family.